Hello and welcome to English Lessons with Kate. Today we're going to talk about school vocabulary in English. We go to school to learn. In the US, school means any place where people learn. For young students, school includes elementary school, middle school, and high school. After high school, students can go to college or university, and people still call it school. For example, you might hear someone say, I'm going to school in New York, even if they talk about college. When you go to school, you spend your time in the classroom with your teacher and classmates. You learn with your classmates and work together. We can also say schoolmates, fellow students, or peers. Peers are people who are the same age as you or in the same grade. They don't always have to be in the same class, but they are usually your friends you see at school. In school, you study different subjects like math and science. We also call them disciplines. In school, science is an important discipline that helps students understand the natural world. You follow a schedule every day. A schedule is a plan that shows what you need to do and when you need to do it. In school, a schedule tells you which classes you have each day and what time they start. At school, students also have recess, a break to play and relax. In the US, they call it recess. In the UK, it's called a break or playtime. In every school, there's a principal. This person is like the boss of the school. They also talk to students during assemblies. Now let's watch a short dialogue and review all the words we have just learned. Hey Kate! Hi! Do you have your schedule for today? I forgot mine at home. Sure, let me check. First we have math, then we have a little recess, and after that we have science. Oh great, I'm going to do my homework during recess. And when is English? English is tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the most important disciplines, English and technology. Yeah, I agree. By the way, are any of our schoolmates in our group for the project? Yes, I think Eva and Max are with us. Awesome! I like working with our peers on group activities. Me too! Sometimes a teacher gives you a quiz or a test to see what you've learned. At the end of the term, students often take an exam. If you don't study enough, you might fail an exam. If you study well, you can pass the exam with a good score. It's important to prepare for the exam. If you don't prepare for the exam, it will be hard to pass it. Each term, you'll get a report card. This card shows your grades. It tells you how well you did in your subjects. A grade is a score or letter that shows how well you did on your homework, tests, or assignments. Assignments are tasks or work that teachers give students to do. They can be things like writing a report, solving math problems, or making a project. Assignments help students practice what they learn in class and show the teacher how well they understand the subject. Grade can also mean a year level in school. For example, if you're in second grade, it means you're in the second year of school. 8th grade is usually the last year of middle school before high school. Now let's watch a short dialogue and review all the words we have just learned. Hey Max, are you ready for the quiz tomorrow? I think so, but I'm still a bit nervous. I don't want to fail it. You'll be fine as long as you prepare. If you study well, you can pass with a good score. Plus, it's just a quiz, not a big exam. True, but I want to do well because our grades go on the report card at the end of the term. My parents really care about those grades. Same here. It helps if you do all the assignments on time. They show the teacher that you understand the subject. Yeah, I need to finish my math assignment tonight. I hope everything was clear for you, and now let's talk about grades. In different countries, grades can be very different. In the United States, grades are often letters like A, B, C, D, and F. A usually means you did excellent work. B means you did good work. C means your work is okay but could be better. D means you need improvement. F means you failed. The higher the grade, the better the work was. It's important to come to school every day. When you come to school, we can say you attend school. Attend. Attend means to be present at a place. Teachers take attendance every day to check which students are in class and who is absent. When you come to school, you learn new things from your teacher. To learn better, you need to study at home by reading and doing your homework. But what's the difference between learn and study? Learn means to get new knowledge or skills. It's when you understand something new. Study means to spend time practicing or reading to understand something better. Sometimes you have to memorize important facts so you can remember them for a test. Memorize means to keep information in your mind so you can say or use it later without help. For example, you memorize your phone number so you can remember it anytime. Before a test, you should revise your notes to make sure you're ready. Revise means to look at something you've learned before to make sure you still know it well. I always revise my notes before a test to refresh my memory. Participate means to join in and take part in an activity. When you participate, you're actively doing something with others. You can participate in a class discussion, you can participate in a group project or a group activity, you can fully participate in something. Fully participate means you're helping as much as possible, sharing your ideas, and working with your group. If there is a math problem, you will need to solve it by thinking about it carefully. To solve means to find the answer to a problem. You might also need to research information for a project by looking in books or online. Research can be used as both a noun and a verb, and their pronunciation is a little different. As a noun, it's pronounced like research. I did some research on animals. As a verb, it's pronounced like research. I need to research this topic for my project. Please pay attention to the stress here. When you miss a class, you need to catch up on the work you missed so you can be at the same level as the other students. For example, if you were absent, you need to catch up by finishing the lessons you missed. Now let's watch a short dialogue and review the words we have just learned.
Hey Max, did you attend school yesterday?
No, I didn't. I was absent. Did you learn something new?
Yes, we did. Yesterday we had to solve some tricky math problems. They were really hard.
Oh, I need to catch up then. I heard there is a test coming up, so I've started to memorize the important formulas.
Good. And remember to revise your notes. It always helps me before a test.
I will. Are we doing group work today?
Yes, and we need to participate fully. Let's do our best.
Sure. I hope everything was clear for you, and now let's talk about graduation. At the end of your school journey, there is graduation. This is when you finish school and celebrate all you've learned. When you graduate from high school, you can go to college or start working. Graduation is a special event at the end of school. To graduate means to finish all the required courses in school and be ready to move on to the next step. Please remember that in the US, people still call it school, whether it is a college or a university. Today, we've learned a lot of new vocabulary about school, education, and learning. I hope this video was useful for you. Let me know in the comments where you study and what grade you're in. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet and click that notification bell down below so you'll never miss any of my new videos. If you like my content, you can send me a super thanks. If you have any questions, you can contact me on Instagram, where I post a lot of useful content. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!